And Hadley, tensions really ratcheting up in the Gulf as well. Just crossing in the past hour or so, Saudi Arabia saying 2 of its vessels were attacked near the UAE with the aim of hitting oil supplies. Now, significant damage was reported in the attack on Sunday morning, but no leaks or no casualties. Let's give you a look at exactly where it was on Sunday. The UAE reported that 4 ships were, quote, sabotaged. Iran's foreign minister saying it's worrisome and demanding an investigation. What's the latest on this, and what are the implications, do you think?
Well, we've had several flashes coming from Saudi Arabia's energy minister. He's essentially said that the international community has a joint responsibility to secure the safety of the Persian Gulf. He was essentially saying there that 2 of these 4 vessels belong to Saudi Arabia and that they did receive structural damage. He also said that these were 2 vessels that were on their way to receive some crude oil, and they were going to be delivering it to Aramco customers. So this is certainly one of the things that so many, not just who follow the oil markets, the energy markets, but also who follow global markets as well, have been really worried about, because when we remember how tight the Strait of Hormuz really is, 21 miles across at its shortest point, I mean, at its smallest point, I think it's really interesting if you take a step back here and think, okay, first of all, so many questions over whether or not all of that military hardware will actually lead to some kind of mistake or miscalculation. We heard from the Secretary of State. I asked him that specifically. He said, we're not going to miscalculate. But obviously, if you've got so many different vessels in one region, it could lead to problems. And already we're seeing a heightening of these tensions, heightening of this rhetoric. The last 24 hours with this story concerning these 4 vessels, Matt, multiple reports. We first heard from Iranian media and frankly Russian media as well, saying that these ships had been oil tankers that were set on fire. Then the UAE media came out and said, no, actually this was all about sabotage. And now we've heard from the Saudis claiming at least 2 of these vessels as their own. So this is a developing story, but I think you can kind of get a sense now of just how tense these conversations are, and the feelings in the Gulf must be pretty tense as well. Matt?
Hey everybody, it's Hadley Gamble from our new CNBC Middle East Bureau in Abu Dhabi. Thanks for stopping by. Now, to watch more, you can try one of the videos that just popped up on your screen. And don't forget to subscribe.